Peace, family. Peace, 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 peace. All right. I hope you guys are having a phenomenal day. If not, do understand your day is going to get better once your perception gets better. So, honey, today's video is the more you chase them, the further they are going to run. Okay. So, I remember once upon a time I was in this relationship, right? And it was this guy that I was pretty much head over heels. I would use all types of excuses why I keep on calling him, pretty much why I was chasing him. And I liked him more than he liked me, honey. Sometimes when it's like that, okay, and you don't know who you are, if you're looking for outside validation, if you're looking to get something from someone, right? Oftentimes they are not able to give you that thing what you're looking for, right? So say prime example, what I had to really understand and get was people cannot give me anything. Okay, let me say that again. People cannot give you anything. And what I'm merely saying is sometimes we tend to look for love from other people. We look for validation outside ourselves. And when you are looking for those things, the people that you are attracting, because what we have to understand is we live in a universe whereas though you get what you are, not what you say you want, not what you say you're going to have. You get what you are due to energy, vibration, frequency. So getting back to the story. So this dude, right, pretty much head over heels over him, and people would warn me about him. In fact, I knew pretty much how he was because back in the day we grew up together. He was like a few years older than me, but I really liked him. I liked his swag, and looking back, it was mainly, I guess, because he had some sort of resemblance as my father, right? Now, I know some people be like, girl, what? Right? The truth of the matter is we go after things that are familiar to us, okay? Like, you may be chasing after old boy, okay? Or old girl, honey. And the reason you are putting them on a pedestal because maybe that's what you seen as a child. Or maybe you seen that you had to, do all these extra things to get your mother or your father attention, okay? And so I remember one time in particular, I called this dude, right? Now I was calling him, blowing his, honey, I didn't know who the hell I was, okay? Can I be honest with you? I did not have a clue of who the hell I was. Didn't know, okay? And so, when you call somebody, right, and you call them, like, that they walking downstairs or whatever, and you gonna look out the window and you gonna call them to see if they gonna pick up, honey. That's what I did, okay? So I seen him walking out the window, and I called him, and I seen him look at his phone and put, honey, I seen him look at his phone, honey, and put the phone back in his pocket as if like, I don't want to be bothered with her, okay? I did not have a clue, okay? The power that I possess. You have to understand that the more you are trying to get something from somebody, okay, the more they may start pulling away. All right, we see it all the time. I know I've been in relationships where as though I was putting people on the pedestal, and honey, they was dragging me, okay? They was dragging me. Why? Because my perception was that I could get something from them. My perception was I could get happiness from them. My perception was I could get love from them. And I could get validation. They could validate who I am, right? And when you do that, when you have that strong urgency of I need validation from outside, or I need somebody to love me, right? That's what you put out into the universe. And that's what the universe reflect back to you. So, when a guy had looked at his phone, honey, and put his phone back in his pocket, the universe was reflecting back to me that I was putting a guy before me. Okay. And oftentimes when you put people before you, okay, they are going to show you All right, that you are putting them on a pedestal. You are you making it seem like they are more important than you are. Okay, another example. Sometimes when you are looking for people to make you happy, right? And you get into relationships and your whole focus is, and I used to say this too. I used to say this back in the day. I used to be like, I can't wait until I get in a relationship because I be bored. I used to say that. Okay. Changed my perception because one of the things you had to understand, and one of the things that I started doing, I started spending time with myself. Okay. Because if you don't want to spend time with yourself, or if you don't like spending time with yourself, honey, who gonna want to spend time with you? Okay. If you don't love yourself, how could somebody else love you? And even if they was to love you, you would be so you would think that they would be trying to do something, or they have a alternative motive for something. The reason why they showing you affection or showing you love or whatever it is like that. Why? Because the perception that you have of yourself. Okay, that story that you keep telling yourself, the story of you're not good enough, the story of you got to do all this extra stuff, bend over backwards, and all these different things. And that's what I used to do. I used to be in relationships and I would do all this extra stuff, cleaning and cleaning, on the regular, but cleaning after the guy, cooking for the guy almost practically every night. What else? Having sex when I didn't want to so much to speak, but why was I doing? Because I was afraid. I was afraid to lose them. I was afraid that if they was to leave, that they would take the happiness that they was giving me, the illusion, right? The happiness that they was giving me, that they would give it to somebody else. Okay, is this book that I have spoke about so many times, and it's called Mastery of Love. And in this book, the author talks about how you have two people in a relationship, and one is pretty much the addict and the other one is pretty much the dealer. And the one that's the addict is the one that is seeking a validation, seeking a love, wants somebody to give them happiness and all these different things. And the one that's the dealer, give it every, just a tad bit each and every time, just a little bit to keep the one that's the addict, to keep coming back for more, right? You got to get this. If you get nothing, honey, get this. One of the things that I had seen in relationships, right? Listen, one of the things that I had seen is I had a good girlfriend of mine, okay? She got into this relationship with this guy. And what I had seen was when she was chasing after the guy, or pretty much putting a guy on a pedestal, the guy, he did not want to be bothered. He did not want to be bothered. Why? Because when people feel that you are putting them on a pedestal, it's almost like, it's like I could treat her, or I could treat them any old type of way because I know they always gonna be there, right? Because you put that person before you, so they already know, that you always gonna be there, or that they expect you to always be there because they say, she been, put me on a pedestal for a long time, right? And so what I told my good girlfriend, I said, honey, listen, okay, this is what I need for you to do, okay? Now, first, she wasn't with it, okay, because she kept on looking at the glass half empty. If you want your life to change, honey, look at the glass half full, okay? Optimist, okay? I'm an optimist, okay? I'm optimism, if that's a word, right? But I look at the glass half full. So I told my good girlfriend, I said, listen, honey, listen to what I'm saying, okay? Listen to this. Girl, you have to start going out, okay? You have to start going out if you want things to change, okay? Now, not in a sense as though, I'm manipulating the situation, like, I'm going to start going out so, he could chase me and stuff like that. No. Start going out, enjoying your life, okay? Make yourself happy, because what you've been doing, it has not been working. Okay. And so, honey, she started going out so much. Okay, honey wasn't coming home. Okay, going out so much because why? Because she started enjoying her life. She started doing the things that she likes to do. She started seeing that no one could make her happy. The happiness is an inside job. And the more that she would chase him, okay, the more he would run further away from her. Why? Because people could feel needy energy. Okay, energy is felt, not seen. Okay, is felt. And so she would put him on, on this pedestal and stuff like that. And you know what happened, honey, when she started going out? The roles got reversed. Okay, now he was the one that was complaining. Okay, wow, because two people have came together and both of them were looking for each other to make one another happy. Okay, and so when the one that is happy and not chasing the other person, that person who isn't happy because they looking at it like, well, this person could give me something, all these different things, right? Then that person becomes sad. Why? Because they feel like this person could give them something. They feel like this person could validate them something. Okay. Now we live in a god doggone abundant universe. Okay, an abundant universe. There are billions of people, okay, on this here planet. All right. You have to stop feeling like that one person is just it. Okay, you have to stop feeling like if you was to lose this person, that your whole world would be upside down. Because if you put in all that power and energy into this person, guess what you putting into yourself? Nothing. You're not putting anything into yourself because you giving all the power to this other person because you feel this other person is going to give you something in return. All right. And so what I had to start understanding was people are reflecting back to me exactly how I'm showing up. It's not a good thing. It's not a bad thing. Okay. It's for you to see if you want more of what they are showing you. But the more you keep on chasing them because you feel that they could give you something that you cannot give yourself, the more they are going to run. You ever had somebody, or you seen your friends, or maybe even you, okay, and you like this person so much, and it was like they treated you any old type of way, and no matter what you did for them, they still treated you any old type of way. You know why? Because they showing you what you are willing to tolerate and what you are willing to accept. But if you take that same energy and put it back into you, honey, they will be chasing after you. I had told you guys before about this story, right? This one of my exes, okay. Me and him got into this relationship and I had 2 children and at that time. And I was pretty much like, I had this story going on in my subconscious mind. Okay. I didn't think that I would get anyone that was decent. And when I say decent, someone that was going to love me truly for me and accept me and my children, because I have children. I didn't think I would find somebody like that, because you hear society and maybe your family probably say it's gonna be hard for you to find somebody with them children, girl, right? And so I had this going on in my subconscious mind, and let me tell you what happened. So I got into this relationship with this guy, okay, because he was fairly younger than me, and what was it, 5 years younger than me or something like that, or 6 years. And me and him got into this relationship. And honey, I put this guy on a pedestal because you know why? Because I felt I was lucky. Oh, I'm lucky. I have children. He's accepting me. Okay. I'm lucky. So I better, do pretty much everything what he wants, because what I said, because if I don't, he will take his love away. If I don't, he will take the happiness that he's given me. He will take it away and give it to somebody else. So that oftentimes included me having sex with him when I didn't want to. Okay. Me being a doggone, housewife. Okay, we wasn't married, but honey, I was doing the duties of a damn housewife slave. Okay, that's what I was doing. Okay, and I remember he would get phone calls from females. Okay, and he would be in my house, and I would ask him because I could, when a dude you messing with, okay, and they get a phone call, you can kind of tell if it's, somebody they used to mess with or if it's their homeboy or whatever it is. So he was on the phone and I was like, who there? And he told me to shush. Honey, he told me to shush. And I shushed like a damn fool. Honey, I shushed. Okay? Because my perception was he could give me something that I can't give myself. But honey, let me tell you how the tables done turned. Okay? They turned. Okay? I had a friend, a male friend, who would give me the game step by step. Okay? And I went to him this time and I said, let me tell you what, X, Y, and Z is doing. He talking to other females, okay, he doing this, he doing it, because after all, honey, I was pretty much chasing him, okay, I was loving him more than I was loving myself, okay. So my good friend, my homeboy at the time, he said, you know what, Dina, you gotta, like I told my good girlfriend, he said, Dina, you know what? And honey, I only speak about this because this is the things that I've been through. Okay. That's the only way I give advice because I've been through this. Okay. So he said, Dina, you have to start enjoying your life. Okay. Start enjoying your life. And he would tell me, he would say, when you start enjoying your life, he is going to come back and be chasing you. But I was doing manipulation because I wasn't really, really enjoying my life. I was enjoying, certain things in my life with the assumption that he's going to come back, that he's going to chase, right? And it was like sort of this cat and mouse game that, I would tend to do. And 2 weeks, okay, I did radio silence at the time, honey. I didn't know what the heck I was doing, but he was telling me, my good friend, he was telling me, he said, Dina, do this. Okay. I was doing radio silence. Okay. I was doing no contact and things of that nature. So you know what happened? He was blowing my phone up, making all types of excuses. Oh, I just want to know, if me and you still together and all this other stuff. Honey, he could have read between the lines that we wasn't together no longer. But honey, I was doing it because I said, he gonna learn. Okay. Almost like, you gotta train him. Okay. So I said, he's gonna learn because you know why? I was sick of getting the results I was getting from life. Okay. And my way certainly wasn't working. Me chasing and putting him on the pedestal, it was not working. So I had to do something different. So what happened was he started chasing me, blowing my phone up, doing all these different things, right? And after he was like, off of punishment, right? 2 weeks. When he had came back, he done changed my name in his phone and everything. Like Dina or something like that. But then he put me in his phone as Honey Bunches. Okay. All right. So what I'm saying to you is, enjoy your life. The more you enjoy your life, the more you are going to attract what it is that you say you want. Okay. The more you are chasing people and putting them on a pedestal, making them feel like, that they are it, okay? And you making them feel like, oh, well, they can't live with you. You making that person feel like if they was to leave you, you would lose your mind. And you think they don't know that? They know that. They know that because the energy speaks. Okay? Energy is felt, but energy speaks as well. So what you have to do is don't put them on a pedestal. Put yourself on a pedestal. Okay? Put yourself on a pedestal. And how do you do that? 1, get to know thyself. Spend some time with yourself. Take yourself out. Okay? Do what you really enjoy doing. Like I'm doing this video, honey. I enjoy doing these videos. Okay? That you are passionate to do. Okay? And you will see everything in your life is going to change. Honey, change like the weather. Okay? And so with that being said, I hope you guys got something from this video. Make sure you do understand and get that your life can change once your perception change. Make sure you guys comment, like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.